It is so important.
Yeah, and
right.
you don't need to know. When I was working at a church, I'll never forget it.
I think that you interpret that love. I think you interpret that differently than I do.
Yeah, has to be. Yeah. I had a woman come up to me out of nowhere, and she says, out of nowhere, she goes, "Mitzi, I just want you to know I forgive you."
Oh, we had this conversation.
She walked away, and I'm like, "Holy shit!"
What did I do?
What I do?
Wasn't it at church?
Yeah, and I had to let it go because
right.
I obviously I did not even know I hurt her somehow.
Right.
I went about my day, but it took her whatever.
Right.
But
so
I had already
was
forgiven me because, like, if I did it, I must have apologized or something.
And that's like years and years later.
Yeah.
I called this friend of mine that we worked together for a long time, and I left that company to go with another company, and I promised them I wouldn't tell anybody.
Right.
And I didn't tell her until the day that I told everybody. And I felt horrible over that. And I saw the look on her face and everything. And so years and years later, I called her and apologized. And she goes, I don't even remember that.
Right.
And I said, you're kidding. And she said, no, I thought I had this big impact. And I didn't.
But even you saying your apology, you finally could let it go out of you.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's the big thing and stuff like that. It's not a reaction. It's just like, all right, I know you felt you hurt somebody. And it's just... You know, and you probably did, and she just didn't realize it. You know what I mean?
Or she had forgotten it because it was
stuff,
quite a while ago.
Yeah, yeah, but it's
interesting.
Just, it is. The forgiveness is another big piece for me. It is. It's yeah.
Well, I forgive you.
Thank you. I know, but she ratted me out for dancing naked in the rain on the street, though. Damn it! I got to go out with a good line to
I'm sorry.
Cover that on last Friday night. I just thought it was at church.
Luckily, nobody knows where you live, so we're good. There's going to be a camera crew when you get home.
Watching me going, hey, there she is.
Wow, I can't believe it. Always goes so fast when you're here. The time
thanks.
does.
I love it. I know. I love being here. It's fun.
Good.
I love chatting with you about stuff. It's a good time.
So you are a pre-marriage counselor, and you also perform weddings, just like I do.
Yes.
And I offer premarital coaching, so it's kind of the same thing. And so how would one get a hold of you for that?
My email, mitzybrown@gmail.com. I do have a website. It's Mitzi Z. Brown Wedding Officiant, so you can go there and stuff like that. And my phone number is 989-450-5605. But thanks for the plug. And
You're welcome.
I know me and Deb have talked a long time about doing like an enrichment series.
And we should do that.
Oh, we have to. It is so needed. I get asked a lot. It's just... the timing of it and the preparation of it and stuff. It's an exhausting day. I mean, you know, last one I did was just for like 3 hours in a night, one topic with, I think there was 5 couples there. And when I was done, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that does wear you out.
It is because you're really staying focused and keeping the, you know, and it was a great success. They wanted me to do another one and I'm like, yeah, okay. Yep, I'll get on that. And yeah, because then I have to feed me too. But to have to tag with somebody's always helpful. So there's that, you know, and to pick up other tricks of the trade.
And I coach women that should have had premarital coaching and talking and
it's just
skills. They didn't develop those communication skills, which is really lacking with couples because they're on their phones all the time. They're not talking.
Yeah, well, there's new classes now teaching you how to unplug. Love it. Should have been on top of that one. Yep.
Maybe, we should do that. Nobody in Bay City's doing that.
Yep, how to unplug from your phone and how to get through those moments and stuff. You know, I'm getting better. I am. I don't do it often enough, but I leave my phone on the kitchen table, and I'm just like, all right, leave it there. I get home from work, leave it there, grab it for bed, my alarm's on there and stuff like that.
Right.
But I'm starting. Somebody told me, and I got to research a little bit more of that. You can actually set your phone to only ring for certain people.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, so I got to do that. So
Go to settings.
Yeah, so at nighttime, it's just like I can just
so it's
tap
the
for
people,
my kids.
your favorites. That's right.
You know, and stuff like that, and that. So that way, you know, because I always like have that panic.
Right.
You know,
you can also set it for if the same person calls back more than once in a row, that it'll ring through.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. All right. I got to.
You just have to play with it. Just go in settings and play with it.
And I goes, oh, that would help. And then
yeah,
I could
that's
even
what
leave
I
it more
do.
Because then it's like if it's ringing at night, this is who it is.
Right.
Because I mean, you know how you get, and no matter if you get the ping, 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 and I'm like, oh my god, what is it? And it's mail. It's the yeah. But I think that would be a good thing. How to fill your void being unplugged from your phone. Because it's a void.
And I do. I get up in the morning and I do my social media. That's one of the first things I do.
Yeah. So it's work.
Right.
Yeah. So it is, and just it is just a different thing. And I mean, I unplug with my phone, and 9 times out of 10, it's just I'm just playing it crossword puzzle.
Right.
Or reading CNN. I mean, I do a lot, and stuff
Or
like that.
playing Words with Friends. Do you play that?
I used to.
I love that.
I don't have any
There's too many
friends.
commercials now.
Yeah.
I'll play with you.
Okay. Thanks.
You're
Will you
welcome.
dance in
Just
the street
don't-
with me?
Not
Okay, we're gonna
naked,
go
though.
hiking and we're dancing this street.
The hiking. I'll do the hiking.
Yeah.
I do dance, but I don't.
Before winter's over with, so
I've been wanting to do
All
that.
right, we got to find a place that'll teach us how to snowshoe.
Okay.
Or put them on. Yeah. There's a different forest. A lot of them in Midland. I think you can do it too. I don't know if you rent your gear or.
Oh, at
I think
the right. I
and
saw
and
that.
I think State Park might even have them. I don't know if you rent it.
I
We'll have to
don't
check
know.
it out.
I'll look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
I'll bring the alcohol because I don't know how far I'm going to snowshoe.
Right, I hear you.
Okay, good. to know. I don't really like the cold, but it's one of those things to say I snowshoe.
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to get snowshoes because my house, there's no neighbors in the front part. You could snowshoe for a mile
Yeah.
and then back. So that's what, 2?
Yeah. That is
And
good.
my husband said, you won't do it. It's so much work.
Yeah. Well,
But it's worth a shot.
Like I want to snowshoe to a place,
Right.
And snowshoe, or maybe ride home. But like,
Oh,
I'm a
right. You want like a
destination.
right.
That's just it is. That's me. Even when I
All right, then that
stuff,
would
it's like
because then you can say, "Oh, we're almost there."
Yeah, exactly. Somebody asked me,
It's encouraging.
They go, "Do you want to cross country ski with us?" And I go, "What even sounds appealing about cross country? If I'm going cross country, it's in a plane to a beach." I'm like, I don't get it. I go, no.
Yeah,
no.
my husband when they were
They're like, "It's
when they
fun,
lived
no,
up north,
no."
they used to snowmobile from bar to bar.
Oh, see, I do that. I
See,
could do
that doesn't sound like
Oh, I
fun
could
to
do
me.
that. I could do that.
I'd just
There's a
sit in the bar
destination.
and wait for everybody to get
Yeah,
done.
no, there's a destination that would be kind of fun because it's like bar hopping. It's like walking bar to bar. I like that. It's like,
but driving a snowmobile drunk does not appeal to me.
I never drove.
That's too
one.
scary.
I rode on 'em. I just don't like. I think I'm old. I don't really. I'm not a big person about going fast anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
life is going fast enough, so just
Right,
keep me in the slow
right.
lane. You know, like,
So we'd be back there. That people would be leaving the bar. Would just be getting there.
We'll just take. We'll be on a sled with sticks, getting us to move. When I was we had a wedding. I don't know. It was about 10, 15 years ago. Way up, like I say way up. It was like in Harbor Springs. We were at a ski resort and stuff. And so
I love that Harbor
I told,
Springs area.
And I always like to experiment with the GPS. I want to stay off the highway when
Right.
it's winter. So I told Chris, I goes, no, we're going to find this breakfast place. And it took us some country roads. And we knew we were up north. We pulled up and we're the only car. Everybody else is in a snowmobile. I goes, do you think it's safe? This is kind of weird. And there was. It was all snowmobilers.
Oh,
that were
that's
there.
funny.
Yeah, we were
See?
the only car. Yeah, it was kind of different. Yeah.
I thought maybe you were going to tell me that your GPS had you like floating out in La La
Yeah,
Land.
I know.
I've done that before. Whoa, I'm nowhere.
Yes. Help. I know. I like to do that every now and then. Just turn off the GPS and go, I think we can do this. I think if we go this road, you know.
See, I would end up in another country.
Right. Well, it's all right. So that's where you end up. You're like,
Lost.
you know.
So much.
And then I like it. Chris, one thing he'll say, well, all right, baby. He says, if we're going to do this, he'll go, all right, so we'll go north for a little bit. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, and he'll go, well, you notice the sun is setting. And I'm going, oh, yeah, north, south, sun rises. I have to keep telling myself, oh, yeah, rises in the east, settles, that's west. And then he'll take a turn. And I go, okay, just stop. I got to find the sun. You know? And then he laughs. He goes, what if it's noon? I goes, we'll just sit in the parking lot.
Wait.
I'm not a Boy Scout. I don't know. I don't know which way to go. But he's so
Yeah, I'm going to have to get you a sundial.
Yeah, he is very directional. I'm like, no, just tell me. Go towards the Kmart.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, I know Kmart. It's by that big tree.
Right.
I go that way. Yeah, but he is. He's so funny. Yeah. Because he laughed. He goes, "You really can't tell. I can't tell north or south or east or west."
Me either.
You know, I don't have a clue.
Unless I have something in the sky.
Yeah.
Like in Ohio, Davis-Besse is a nuclear power plant, and it had steam coming out. Well, during the shutdown, I got lost at least twice a day.
Because you couldn't see the steam.
I couldn't see the steam.
Yeah. Isn't that something? Yeah. We would get lost.
No.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't go snowshoeing. No.
It's okay. I have my watch.
Okay, good to know.
Oh, where is my watch?
See, good job. Now we're lost.
I didn't.
No snowshoeing. We don't even have the watch. We haven't even left the building and we're lost. This is not
How did
good.
I forget to put my watch on
That's
this
what
one?
you would say when we're snowshoeing.
Yes.
I got it, man. I got my watch. That's why you have to have a destination, and they know you're going to arrive, and they'll come looking for you.
And if we don't.
Yeah, then come find us.
Yes.
And then, like, have you ever dropped a pin on your phone? Like, to find your spot? Like people
Oh,
say,
right, yes.
Yeah, and when they first said that, they goes, drop a pin. I goes, what does that mean? And they'll go, well, if you drop it, then we'll know exactly where you're at.
Right.
I had no idea. I really showed my age. I goes, just do it. I just hand people my phone all the time. Do what you need to do. I just don't even want to know. But we could drop pins all along our little
We
path.
Could.
Yeah.
Instead of leaving little breadcrumbs that the birds will eat.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll drop pins.
Hansel and Gretel got nothing on us. We'll just drop pins every 10 yards.
And then we'll
Still
ping
smush
all
it.
our friends. Look at our pins.
I love it. That
Too
would
much.
be hilarious. We truck across cross-country snowshoe bar to bar.
So it's been a good discussion.
Yes, it's been all
Happy
over
Valentine's
the
Day.
Yes,
That's
enjoy
what
your
love
day.
is. It's all over the
Yeah,
place.
That's right. Enjoy it.
Yes.
Love is. Is there a song? There's a song that's that line. It's what love is. Who sings it?
I don't know.
I'm not even going to try to sing because I'm really bad, but that's one of the lines. It's like what love is. Love is all I got. Something like
I
that.
don't
It goes,
know that
"Love
song.
is-" Yep. Nope,
Is it a headbanger?
Yes, it is.
Oh, see, that's
I'm a
why I
dancer
don't know
girl.
it.
It'll come to me. It'll come to me.
Okay.
Yes.
So next week we have Emmy Kirshner here. She's really nice.
Oh.
She is she's changing her. She's rebranding and to a more heart-centered. She was a executive fitness coach.
Okay.
So she would like help them eat properly and give them tools to decrease their stress and just a bunch of stuff. And now she's changing to be more heart-centered. So it's going to be very interesting.
yeah.
I'm going to ask her. She wouldn't answer me the other day when I asked her why she did it. She goes, I'm not telling you yet.
Ah,
she's
surprise.
saving it
Yes,
for on
I
the
like
show.
it. Yeah, very
So
cool.
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's
Yes.
Day. Do something, not necessarily tomorrow. Do something that that will warm somebody's heart. You know, it doesn't have to be something monumental. It just has to be heartwarming and touching. It can be the smallest of things, really.
Right. And it can be to a stranger.
It can be to a
Yes,
stranger.
be
Yep,
heartwarming,
because love
give up a
knows no
parking
boundaries.
place.
Hey,
Yes.
and the other thing I wanted to remind you, coming up this weekend, the 15th, we have an essential oils make and take.
Oh, nice.
And Young Living now does makeup, and the lady's going to, it's a professional makeup artist, is going to do all our eyes.
Oh.
I think that'll be really fun. That's at 10:30.
On Saturday.
Yep,
The
on
15th.
Saturday.
Awesome. Very
17th.
cool. 17th.
And then after that is 12:30 to 2 is Law of Attraction 101. Yeah. It's the last class I'm teaching before the 6-week intensive starts. And that's a fun class. That's at 12:30.
Okay. Very cool.
We had a really good one last week. Yeah. Those are really fun because I never know how they're going to turn out.
We did the diva thing. I think you need to do a little shout out and give a big report on how your blankets of love again and how that that was just amazing.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And we still have a collection box at Vino and Financial Edge Credit Union. So we delivered one huge, gigantic box and some bags. And then at the end of the month, we're going to take whatever's left. And so if you have blankets and socks, hats, gloves, scarves, anything to keep our underprivileged people warm this time of year. Yeah. It doesn't really matter what it is, I think. So take it to Financial Edge Credit Union and or Vino, and you can always bring it down here to the studio, too.
Awesome.
It was called We've Got You Covered.
Yeah, it was awesome. You guys did a phenomenal job.
Thank you very much.
I know the one thing that they say, too, is socks are a big...
Socks,
a big thing. Yeah, and stuff like that.
Well, a lot of... Look at socks wear out so fast.
Yeah, and stuff. And you just don't realize it. It's a simple...
Yes, something that we take for granted.
Yes, a very basic need. Yeah, absolutely.
So until next week, be real, stay true, know who you are and what you believe, because you are the Devolution.
Woohoo! Love ya.
Good night.
Good night.
Devolution Show is a W4 Divas production hosted by Deb St. Hilaire and produced by Josh Sherrill. All rights reserved.